Fida is a pit bull that was rescued from the streets when she was about 3 years old. She was found in very poor condition and she's been with me for 3 years now. Safid has been a great ambassador for her breed, because through her I have been able to show that pit bulls, like any other dog raised through positive reinforcement techniques, are able to play and interact with any dog regardless of its breed and or size. When she first came to my house, Safida presented all sorts of issues. She was fearful of the environment around it, she pulled on the lead, she wanted to chase cats, and she was not able to engage with other dogs. Through positive reinforcement techniques, I was able not only to build a great relationship with Safida, but also teach her all sorts of behaviors, like not pulling on the lead, how to properly and effectively play and interact with other dogs, and even how to live with cats. Joel, my other dog, is a border collie of 2.5 years of age and he has been with me since he was 8 weeks. It was great to have a new puppy. I was able to apply all the positive reinforcement techniques in his education and overcome all the challenges that come from raising a puppy. I was able to teach him a great bite inhibition, socialize him extensively, raise him to love being around other dogs, teach him basic obedience, and also invest in the teaching of complex behaviors using only reward-based methods. Now, with 2.5 years of age, Joel is able to go anywhere, be anywhere, and show off his many skills to anyone who wants to watch. He loves learning. Anytime I start teaching him a new behavior, he gets all excited and happy. He loves interacting with anyone, and either it's a downstay or a sit like a bear, he enjoys doing anything he is asked because he gets positively reinforced for it. His favorite activities include training, playing tug, chasing balls, solving problems, and eating from challenging new toys. He absolutely loves to go to the beach and swim. With Joel, I have been able to show people what you are able to achieve by raising a puppy with only reward-based methods. No need for domination or intimidation to have a perfectly social, outgoing, and friendly dog. Since I was a child, I love dogs, like most dog trainers do, and I've always had lots of dogs. I started my interest in dog training when I was in the UK, and I started doing some volunteer work for Battersea Dogs Home in London. After doing some volunteer work at Battersea Dogs Home, I started to search for dog training courses, and I ended up doing a 3-month hands-on course in Canada, Victoria, BC. The course I took in Canada taught me how to deal with dogs, but they used traditional methods. So after I returned to the UK, I started reading books. I remember reading Jean Donaldson's Culture Clash, and those basically were the books that changed the way I perceived dog training and the way I had to deal and educate dogs. To gain experience in dog training, I signed up to do volunteer with RSPCA's branch in Kent. In 2005, I returned to Portugal. The first thing I started thinking about was puppy classes. After reading Dr. Ian Dunbar's Before and After You Get Your Puppy, I realized how important it was to socialize little puppies. So when I came to the Algarve, I developed the new puppy classes from It's All About Dogs. And next you'll be able to see how we teach those classes and how much fun they can be. When I came to Portugal, I managed to set up puppy classes and motivate people to get their puppies in our class. It is really important to socialize puppies until they reach the 13th week, as explained in the amazing books Before and After I Get My Puppy from Dr. Ian Dunbar. Puppy classes are the most important investment you can make if you want to avoid the development of behavior problems in the future. Puppy classes are a great opportunity for dogs to play with each other, therefore socializing to other dogs, and acquiring great bite inhibition. In these classes, puppies also have a chance to socialize to lots of people and have these experiences in a safe and controlled environment. In the puppy classes I teach, owners learn how they can educate and train the puppies in a positive, fun way. One of the things clients ask me about is how to teach their dogs to walk without pulling on the lead. Unfortunately, choke and prong collars are still very common in Portugal, but I am dedicated to teaching dog owners that it is possible to teach any dog, any size and or any breed, to walk properly without pulling, without having to resort to these collars.
Walking without pulling on the lead is an important part of living with a dog, because a dog who pulls excessively can turn a walk into a nightmare and can also be very dangerous for both dogs and owners. Walking on the lead should be about cooperation. A dog should learn that pulling gets him nowhere and that keeping a loose lead gets him lots of reinforcement in the ways of treats, games, attention from the owner, and of course, a chance to continue the walk and get somewhere. So through repetition, persistence, and patience, we can teach even a large breed or one that pulls a lot how to walk nicely without pulling. I have recently joined a movement that wants to motivate people to let go of choke and prong collars by swapping them for one class, where I can teach them how to walk properly without pulling. Unfortunately, some myths perpetuate in the dog world, like the one that you have to walk in front of your dog and he must follow you. But this myth, many times given as valid advice by trainers, other owners, or seen on TV, fails to point out that walks should be about the dog and having fun.
Coming up, we'll be talking about aggression and how you can use positive reinforcement techniques to help dogs that are aggressive overcome their fear and or aggressive behaviors.